So here we go. We have got 5 minutes before the start of the match. I've drawn peg 87 on the middle lane. Not too much wind, bit of rain in the air. We're along one bank today. I think there's 10 anglers on the match. There's quite a big fishing show in Farnborough called the Big One, which I think has drawn some of the regular competitors away. But nevertheless, it should be a good fun match. There's a lot of matches won on this lake, quite a few down in the edge, down the end pegs, peg 100 and peg 85. But I'm feeling pretty confident today. I worked out the tactics yesterday, and fingers crossed we're going to catch a few. Tactics for the day, sort of what I discussed yesterday. I'm going to fish 2 pole lines to the left and to the right. I'm going to put ground bait on the right hand one, and I'm just going to feed maggots on the left. A couple of minutes to the all in, 2 minutes, and I think we're going to have a good match today. Hopefully this works. If it does, I think it's the first of its kind outside of, Fishermania or some other big commercial angling event where they're broadcast live. I kind of worked out how to do it on my own. I hope it catches on. Encourage some more people take up angling and match fishing in particular. It's quite prevalent up the north of the country. I think there's still a lot of match anglers up the north, but I think down south where I am, there's a lot more carp anglers. Nothing against carp anglers, but it'd be great to see some more people fishing matches down in the south of the country. Right, shout the all in then, go on, shout it in. Some confusion about the start of the match. What happened now is everyone will start, and then someone will say that I started inappropriately for the all in. So let's do it. I just got myself disqualified. Yeah, okay, good. The audio should be. Yeah, I'm close to the main road. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm close to the main A331 road that runs from Guildford through to Farnborough. So, ground bait on the left. We're going to put some maggots on the ground bait on the right. Put some maggots on the left. Some maggots on the right. Then I'm going to get out on that maggot feeder for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to fire some bait over both lines. I've also got an inside edge line to my left and my right today. So I'm fishing 5 different lines, and the job today will be to rotate those lines, catch a few fish off each of them, but keep them going throughout the day. That's the objective. Actually, I'll just put some, I think it's top kick +1 I've set up yet. So I'll just put the bait to the left and the right, and I'll put a little bit of ground bait to the left and some maggots under this tree, and just maggots to the right. Okay. So Put my 2 bits of pole up to the left. There's a little bit of a road behind me, and I don't want anybody going through that. Right, I've got a little guru towel to go over my notebook now that everything's alright. I'll just flick the scene over to side tray because we're going to get out on that method feeder. Well, that method, the maggot feeder, as we did yesterday. Give the fish some time to get on those swims left and right and settle without me catching fish and disturbing it. One of the important things in match fishing is to, or any kind of fishing really, I think you just think about it more. Match anglers think about it more as a competition, is to give the fish time to settle on lines. So I'm just going to put that maggot feeder in. Keep an eye on the time. That's 12 minutes I've been streaming for. This is going to have 5 minutes, no more. And then I'm going to recast it. And like I said, let the fish settle on that left swim and that right swim. After a couple of minutes, I'm going to ping some maggots on the left and the right. Not many, just as I did yesterday in practice. And hopefully that's going to get me the same result. Draw fish into my peg, create a bit of competition, which means when I go over it on the pole, I'll get a bite relatively quickly. Just decided it's a bit colder than I thought, so I'm going to put my hood up. It'd be quite unfortunate if this was the day I blank, don't catch a thing, but I'm pretty confident that's not going to be the case. Otherwise this might be my first and last live stream. It could well be that, as I said, the fish do not want to feed until later in the day. Fish will wait till the warmest part of the day and then they'll feed, but that's generally not, I'd argue that's not the way of F1s, but I can't come up with any better reason of why I'm not catching. The rig's okay, method's okay. Practiced yesterday, I got confidence in what I'm doing, but no fish to show for it. So a few more minutes and then we're going to go back on the method feeder. Currently we are just gone 2.5 hours into the match with no fish. I think he's got 1 fish to my left, 1 fish to my right. And after having practiced yesterday, I was feeling pretty confident, but I've done the same today with no joy. But it can happen some days, and it's happening today. So persevere for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go on the method feeder to the rope. I keep feeding these pole lines left and right, and these edge lines left and right. Currently, all 4 lines appear devoid of fish, but I do wonder if the fish have decided this cold snap is you know, making them slow down. Yesterday the fish were really cold. And I caught a few of them. You can see it on the practice stream, on the practice session, or the stream for the practice session, that some of the F1s I caught hardly moved when I was bringing them in. I was having an R-ing today about even making this method, setting this method feeder up. You know, I didn't intend to use it. So a little method feeder, 24 gram from Guru. I'll fish it with a little banded dumbbell from Ringers. I'm just going to load the method with some pellets. Stick my bait in the middle. Cover it, give it a squeeze. Cover it again, give it a squeeze. So that's how it ends up looking. And if I've clipped this up properly, it should land just in front of the rope. Like that, with a bit of a splosh. And I'm going to give this 20 minutes. Or up to 20 minutes, you know. Hopefully it goes round and I catch a nice fish, but based on the last 2 hours, it's not looking very likely. It's cold today. Yeah, I'm very surprised by today. I felt relatively confident this morning, but the peg seems to have got the better of me. That's a bite. Eno Blanco. Eno Blanco. Right, let's just switch that to that chest cam. So, lovely F1. Nicely hooked in the mouth. He's got more of my maggots in his mouth. And he's in the net. So, what have we got? We've got an hour. Feels like some kind of Mission Impossible now. I can hear the tune going through my mind. So 4 hours of no action. And I get a bite. get straight back on it and let's see. That's a beautiful F1, that is. That's a bite. Oh, it might be foul hooked. Otherwise it's a bite. There we go. Big F1s as well. I don't know what they're weighing, but I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't not weighing. Let's just change that. There we go. Good old fish they are, look. All those 5 minutes I spent on that maggot feeder, should I have been on this pole line, but you know, there's decisions you have to make during a match. You know, there's no indication of a bite there now. I'm left wondering, do I feed or not? It's not very often that I get completely stumped of what to do, but I am right now. That's a bite. Oh, okay. You're not very happy. Oh, probably got an 011 bottom on. Be kind. Well, I'm very surprised if this is one of those F1s. Could be foul hooked, I think there's a good chance this fish is not coming back. You know, I've caught double figure carp before on this sort of setup in the winter. Just got to be patient. Let the elastic do its job. But that is that's quite a way out currently. I can get to that top kit. Okay. This fish is quite a long way away. Let's start trying to tighten up on it. It's a £3 bottom, this 011. This is either a big F1, or it's a carp, or it's foul hooked. I don't know which. But I think what's going to happen is I'm going to spend the rest of my time in the match now playing this fish, whatever it is. It's come back further than I thought. I think we're going to have to try and net this pretty quick. Okay, that feels like it's coming up backwards. So I'm going to draw it to the right. I don't want to lose it now, I spent too much time on it. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely foul hooked, I think. Coming backwards. I'm not exactly sure why. Looks come out. And straight in the hook. Well, not straight in the hook, but I don't think I've got time to get out and get another fish, but I'm going to try anyway. Might have 30 seconds. Definitely stretched that blue hydro, that's for sure. Oh, is it? I better come in then. I've been here at all. Right. Yeah, very strange. Very strange day. I had £40 yesterday, fishing the maggot. And I fished the same setup today. I've not caught. I don't know if it's because I switched lines too quick. I don't think so. I don't know what. I don't know what everyone else has had. So I will weigh in, and then I will make a little edit of how I've got on when I'm back in the car. I will see you in a bit. Ta-da. So all done. I finished just into double figures with 4 F1s, quite a way off the pace. Interesting, the guy to my right caught down the edge for most of the match, and the guy to my left caught on the pole, not up the bank on the fruit as expected. But that's fishing. I look forward to seeing you on the next one, and hopefully Vodafone can fix those technical problems and it'll be a bit better. I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da.